The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste. You know, they say behind every man is that powerful woman doing wonderful things to bring them to the forefront. And nothing is more truer when it comes to politics. So it's politics season in Ghana, and I want to introduce you to two amazing women making sure that the men who are on the ballot are doing wonderful things for you in their regions. You're welcome to the PL Show. I'm Keminni Amanor. Remember that our show is brought to you by the Kel Toothpaste brands, Kel 360, Kel Kids, and Kel Charcoal. If you want to hear from these women, what you need to do is stay right here and don't go away. I'll be right back.
Mommy.
Michelle say, fe.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Sankofa.
Yenchi. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste.
Happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
About the PL Show. So my first guest is coming all the way from the northern region. And when she tells you Amaraba, then you should know where exactly she's coming from. But today is not about her language. It's about the wonderful things that she's been doing there for the politics of the northern region. And Yebusia Force, am I already dear? And your mama fan sembo in Shia Abdullahi Duriyu Kadebi Willa. Did I get it? Yes. So how do you respond to that?
Desu or Alafi.
Alafi. Anyway, but you have a really unique name, Duriyu. What does it mean?
Duriyu is a Muslim name.
Okay.
It's a twin name.
Ooh.
I'm a twin.
Oh, I see.
Yes. We are all females.
Oh, are you identical?
Very, very.
Aish, so how do I know you are the real Duriyu? Now I'm concerned about that. Anyway.
The only difference is that she has been to Mecca.
Oh.
And she has the golden tooth. That's the
only difference.
Thing you can use. But very soon I'll be going, so
now we'll be more confused. Anyway, it's good to meet you for the first time.
Good to meet you.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Wonderful. But where did Duriyu grow up?
I was born and bred in Takoradi, but I did my elementary education in Yendi. I came to do my senior high school in Tamale, that is Vitin Secondary School. I also went to Tamale Polytechnic, did my HND there, and proceeded to Valley View University to do my degree.
Okay, so what was your degree in?
I'm doing management studies.
Oh, are you still there?
Yes, please.
Oh, I see. How is, school and politics at the same time?
Not easy.
Not easy.
Very, very tough.
Okay, so what was your degree in?
I'm doing management studies.
Oh, are you still there?
Yes, please.
Oh, I see. How is, school and politics at the same time?
Not easy.
Not easy.
Very, very tough.
And for those who don't know, she is the Deputy Youth Organizer for the National Democratic Congress in the whole of the northern region. So you can imagine that she's no mean person. But before we get into your political life, I want to understand what it was like growing up in Takoradi.
My dad was brought up there where she met my mother, even though they are both from the north. They married, gave birth to 7 of us, all females. Myself and my twin sister are the last but one.
Your dad is a real girl dad.
Yes. My dad is now late. My mother went back to settle in Tamale.
Wow.
Currently, that's where she is now.
When we look at the trajectory of things, you lived in Takoradi all your life, and then at some point you decided to...
Not really.
Not really. So
really.
Tell us the story then.
Somewhere along the line, we went to join my grandmother, my mother's mom, in Yendi.
Okay.
That is where we did our primary school. Then back to primary and JHS, and we came to Tamale. I attended Vitin Secondary. That was when my mom joined us in Tamale. Yes.
I see. You must have had a fun childhood then, because Takoradi Kakra, Yendi Kakra, Tamale Kakra. Your childhood must have been fun.
Very fun.
Tell me about it. What are some of the fondest memories from your childhood?
You know, as twins, we were a little bit the giddy lad. Very naughty. But my grandmother was able to contain us. She was very lovely.
I see.
She did everything for us in Yendi. The reports were coming. As a grandmother, you know, they don't joke with their grandchildren. When it comes, she will massage it and everything. So growing up in Yendi was a little bit fun. Yeah, we had fun with our grandmother, our late grandmother.
I see.
Yes.
Where did the love for politics start?
Everything started at a very tender age. My elder sister was working in the office of the former General Secretary of the NDC, Alhaji Hudu Yahaya. So being there was like the family has now joined NDC. So whenever she was coming back to the house, you know, these political t-shirts, young age, you will get it, this scarf, you put them on. So it's all started from there.
Right.
Then I had the love for the party. So my main political, when I tried to do active politics, was when I was called by a friend called Ibrahim Jalil, the CEO of Might Ghana. He called me and said they were forming a group, a youth group called Idrisu Haruna Fan Club. So if I had the time, I should come and join. That was somewhere in 2000.
24 years ago?
Yes.
I see. But your political life had started way before then, because you had an elder sister who was already in it.
Yes.
And this Idrisu Haruna Fan is the former minority leader.
That's the former minority.
Tamale Central MP.
Tamale South.
Tamale South MP, yes.
Yes. We did the campaigning, we did everything. Then, lo and behold, he got the nod as the MP for Tamale South.
I see. What does a typical day look like in your life now as a, you know, a degree pursuing student and a deputy youth organizer of the party in the region?
With the degree thing is done weekend.
Okay.
But like on a normal day, we do engagements. My focus now is to give the young ones the requisite skill for them to take advantage of the 24-hour economy our leader is advocating for now.
Indeed.
Yes.
And we'll talk about how, you know, young people can take advantage of that. But first, let's take a look at a day in your life in our 360 segment.
Abdullahi Duriyu is the Northern Regional Deputy Youth Organizer of the National Democratic Congress, NDC. She began active politics while in college. She believes women should be empowered to be financially independent. Therefore, she created the City Ladies Association to empower young ladies in the Northern region by providing them with skills and training to be financially independent.
Duriyu was the one who initiated the door-to-door campaign and then involvement of women in particular into politics. Because initially in the northern region, women were not interested in politics, or they were not introduced into politics at all.
Her rationale behind creating this group is to empower the women. She feels that we have gone beyond the ages of where people are always chasing MPs or waiting for politicians to do certain things for them. So we go around to train these women in liquid soap making and different hand work. I want to wish her all the best in her endeavors, and I pray that the party comes to power, inshallah, 2024, so that she'll continue the good works.
This is amazing. You didn't say that earlier, that you teach them how to make liquid soap.
Okay.
But there you are with all the women talking about how to financially liberate themselves, essentially. What is the motivation?
I was motivated to do this when I realized that most of these young ones were chasing the MPs around for money for business. So I thought I could do something for them in order to be financially sound. So I came up with this idea. I formed a group. With this group, we have a number of young ladies who are into hairdressing, decor, liquid soap making, a whole lot. So I decided to use them to train the younger generation or the younger ones to have their own businesses.
How many of them have you trained so far?
Oh, a lot of them. A lot of them. We started somewhere in 2019. And when COVID came in, most of them did very well because they were able to sell this liquid soap out there to their communities, the hospitals, the schools around their various communities. This is something that touches me a lot, seeing the young ones stopping to chase our politicians or MPs.
And they are doing something
especially
for themselves.
In the northern region.
Indeed.
Where they say poverty is.
Where they say, we'll talk about that. It means you don't believe that. So we'll talk about that. But what you have just seen is our 360 segment. Our 360 segment is brought to you by the Kel 360 toothpaste. Now, if you're looking for something that is minty and can help you clean your teeth and also prevent cavity for the entire family, you should check out the Kel 360 toothpaste. Ebe send ho ban po ho nsu wom nti no di choose na nkaboni bia emba wenum. Ne bo so nyedin. Kel 360 toothpaste is approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. Let's come back to our conversation because she's had a 24-year journey in politics, and today she's the regional deputy youth organizer. And you know, that 24 years no, not journey in the to say.
Meet me aka say journey no. To me, it was very smooth. Though as a woman in politics, yabe how kakra, especially sa portfolio amikitai, and our position amikitawe. Me the first female to occupy this position. Among the 16 regional youth organizers, Minkwani Obao. The only female.
Wow.
Apart from the National Deputy Youth Organizer, Roots. Minkwana miye regional youth organizers. Minkwana miye Obao. Nti sometimes, you know, Obao one bear mamu. Obao ye mbe me juma. It's me surprising for when they mention Deputy Regional Youth Organizer and a woman gets up. Na will be is she a woman organizer or deputy?
She's the youth organizer.
I see. Sometimes to me baby we share na we do oba so den won be mam oba so den won be mam nti utimi share sa niama no.
I can tell say what massa niama na how
Debbie because na me sha se no crampo no fank Edriso Haruna fan club say yes start with me nkwana na me obao
Oh, sir.
And sana me so me ye my dream say ne ma mentwim ba na bi. Embeka ho. Na emba so ntimi nya baby ngina we politics mo.
And didn't now feel say man per politics.
Sometimes discrimination
Too much.
It also. Name calling. Or ya shawo or ya den or ya say oh ya free. Ya free but no and shaking me and I say move me. Because na me wo bibi eda me nu a me pese me nante kodru saade.
Okay.
And then what
one kasa no I didn't na we choose politics as a career path.
I was motivated by Mrs. Stan. And yes, I was also motivated by Honorable Idrisu Haruna. Na me shene nyema ndia oye ewo politics mu. Na mba so. Unse especially a nordness. Ne oba o ta ko politics mu no. Na sheda nye eyi or northern region. Ni je bia nim. And me who say any my family who ko shimpa, especially young ones na the upcoming young ones. Even though na your mothers be wo hon ma na omo wom. Na your group be a friend omo computer ladies.
I see.
Computer ladies, you know, some of them motivated me. Omo bebre.
I see.
E kan sem go me trim say ye be say, but stay focused. Men jiwo bia ho de obia be catch no to go echi ye be frɛ odin bebre ashawo den men fan too much
Matthias na obi be bisa senti ede ehunti na ye vote ma NDC
ndie bebre bebi a me free no ultimi hu say ye farmers ye do bebre niema bebre home as farmers and then enunti na say omoto and I say yebeto abade ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kaneno yebehwe ya setinem say na ekuani auto fertilizer then na sisia no say na yeto condemn ayedi bekwa akosiesie fu no okuani say na yeto no then you dey compare in there tractor say you dey call a full mu no a ekodoma no say na ye tua ho and then onim say bibia boa kosoro onim say yesoso sika na ebi ni ho dada nti saa nyema we na ye behwe as farmers coming from the north enu na ye behwe na ye dey atu aba no ye si hwe wa sitina na to aba pa eno na ye behwe na ye dey atu aba ne this time around inshallah northern region say na si ejina no enim say MPP omo 3 seats per northern region
so okay so obi bisa from where you come from say na 24-hour economy no e dey na be ya mama what is it about a message be na ukura dey aka atrewo
message a me de be ma omo ne say 24-hour economy no ba ma obia ebenya na achede obia benya na ejuma ohwe emabunu a omowo to say northern region because of edidie mu ye di nwofie omo nyina etu aba safa ha kayaye Aye chiro mo saa nneɛma weye. Obetimi aya aton, obetimi aya aboa ono ankasa ne ho. Nye nsohla mbabe ban yirda gban polo nkanat nang de kaya yo ankara polo la tien sohba me. Te yina te kpa laangu shale ka ba bolle the volunteers for Mahama. Te kanda me te train so kamza ha. Ko nuto nguo manga bodagule nto manga ka kpalen yang polo no dagule soblan to no kana to do polo na no kana te bo ankara polo na no to bo dagule no zan kuna yanga be o kana te bo la zan kuna yanga te zan ha kpalen yanga ba ta manjil ven yelanga ka te kana te wo la tuma ngoma ti kana te wo han no age anto zan le liabge bukata nzan kunta manga 24-hour economy shall His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Niel no zan de na ma so kamza haye nyela tumatum dama tuma yibia fongne be aya kare nyela ben la nirba ma ni vo kwabga ma puni bele lab men lan ko ni vo kwabga pahe lan ko nirba kwabse den ta kwabse tan yam balama di non kwabse tan lalama so kamza haye nyela tumatum zo to sohriame no so kamza hakbalma ka ta wo tuma ngoma ki dide dan fana ne nya shere
wa fan ka ho sa mo voti ma NDC and now they can hold that I was just pulling your legs. Okay. Anyway, we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Bompire said we need a subiano. Nyankopan kasa bishira swamao said debeya on sabeka so you can achieve it. We hope that you at home enjoyed it. But Drew, we have to say goodbye to Drew at this point. Answer now bekono ye pese ye mao ye sponsor no ne packages ya or ye ma ye guests amobaha. Ye sponsor ye Kel toothpaste. What in Canada?
Yes.
Including Kel toothpaste. Fantastic. I think you are mao ye mag fe ye mag see a limited edition. Okay. That is a new biano nyabi, but you are very important to us Intino. Drew you. Yeah, that's the same buy. Your package nini. Ube so that I know that you accept my package. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Kel for the me ni omo me fie ni omo omo stores ni nti ye to sanya ma we pa.
Yeah, that's it.
Fear Kel toothpaste, especially in Kolani Dien.
In Kolani Dien, yes. Anyway, yeah, that's it, baby. And thank you too for staying with us. We are not done. This is still our special episode for women to watch in politics. It's still the Kel Toothpaste PL show. I am Keminni Amanor. I'll see you soon. Don't go away.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath.
I'm fat Missy Wayne.
The Pacho Bantama.
Matthias.
It's her smile.
The fresh breath.
Me Jidi say we use Kel 360 toothpaste. Some kind.
Kel 360 toothpaste.
Gaskia. Kel 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector.
Onim jom kasan.
Ile ko saying. Kel 360 did the way. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
You so feeling when you know Kel 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Kel 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
You're watching the Kel Toothpaste PL show. I want to introduce you to another powerful woman, also an executive of the NDC, but this time from the Upper West region. Her name is Prisca Kuupol. Did I get that right?
You did.
Fantastic. But someone would ask, Domenyevi from, the Upper West region, what's going on there?
Yeah, Domenyevi from the Upper West region.
Okay.
Severally, I've heard that Domenyevi is also from the Volta region, but the pronunciation is not the same.
Okay.
In the Upper West region, we use the falling tune, and then understanding the Volta region, they use the rising tune.
So that would be Domenyevi.
Upper West Domenyevi. my enemies will be ashamed. Then I understand in Volta region is Domenyevi.
Domenyevi.
A beautiful girl from my womb.
Powerful names
from
two different regions.
Yeah, with
amazing.
2 different meanings.
Yes, yes. But you know, most important thing is that both meanings are extremely powerful.
Thank
you.
I
want us to talk about you now. You are an executive in the Upper West region. Tell us about your position there.
I am part of the regional executive committee of the NDC in the Upper West region. Specifically, I'm the regional women's organizer for the party.
Okay, I see. So you've been putting the women together. We'll talk about that in a bit, but how would you describe yourself?
I'm Prisca Kuupol. I hail from the Upper West region, specifically Chebo, in the Lambuse constituency. I would say Lambuse district. Politically, it's the Lambuse constituency. I come from a family of 4. Currently 4, we were 6, but 2 passed, leaving 4. My father also passed some 23 years ago. His name was Jeremy Kuupol. My mom is still alive. Glory be to the name of God. And she is a trader. Before the passing of my father, he was a retired agriculturalist. He was working with the mechanization. I am a passionate, determined, and industrious educationist, businesswoman, and also a politician.
I see. So when you say educationist, it means that you were a teacher along the line?
Yeah. And currently, I head the Wabezi complex, the only barrack school in the region. I'm the headmistress there. I have 4 kids.
I see.
2 boys, 2 girls.
Amazing,
amazing. Thank you.
But how did politics start for a teacher like yourself?
It's like most teachers are into politics.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've realized. That it appears most teachers are into politics, or most educationists. We are into politics. Maybe because of our timing. You know, usually we don't close that late. Because we nurture children, we have to give them the space for them to relax their brains. And so we have extra time to do other things.
What attracted you to the NDC?
NDC seems to be in my blood. NDC is the only party that I've grown to know since I started voting. Yeah, though my parents are not so much into politics, they vote for the NDC, all right, but they are not doing politics openly as I am doing.
You began active politics while you were in college?
I would say way back basic.
Even before then?
Yeah, way back basic. We started as foot soldiers. Anytime we heard anything politics, we also get up and be following. And I think some of us got so much attracted to the party colours. And it appears we didn't know any other party apart from the NDC. I attended my basic school in Wenchi. I started from Wenchi Primary. Then I ended up in Wenchi Model JHS, where I played right from the beginning leadership roles. I think I was a girls' prefect when I was in JHS.
I see.
From there, I went to the St. Louis Secondary School. I took up certain leadership positions there too. Then later to the St. Louis Training College, where I had my professional certificates. I taught for a couple of years. Then I went to UDS, the university that NDC established in my region. Yeah, I went to UDS and from there went to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where I had my postgraduate certificate. Yeah.
I see. What do you do as women's organizer?
A lot. My focus actually is on women and children, then students, especially those in the tertiary institutions. As a women's organizer, I bring them together. I've been sharing a lot of stuff with them, especially with the current advocacy on the sanitary pad issue. I took it up with my deputies, and we had to do a lot of distributions across the region. I'm also nurturing tertiary students, especially the girls, into politics. This time around, we realized that the youth are becoming so much interested in politics, and Upper West region is not exempted. And so we do most of those stuffs to bring them on board.
I want us to take a look at a typical day in your life, and then we'll talk about it. Here's a 360 segment.
Prisca is the regional women's organizer of the National Democratic Congress in the Upper West region. She started her active politics at the college level. As a woman in leadership, Prisca offers mentorship sessions for young women who aspire for success in politics and also in business.
So that's a 360 segment. I want to tell you about the Kel charcoal toothpaste just before we continue our conversation. If you want the benefit of activated charcoal in a very good toothpaste brand, Ubenyano Kel charcoal toothpaste into the chusia in Cambia news and it protects your gum. It's FDA approved, which means that you can rely on its quality. So Prisca, I saw you doing a lot of talking there, and mostly to the women.
Sure.
How challenging is your job?
Oh, very challenging, especially combining it with work and family. But it is also a pleasure doing it. Yeah, if you look at the pictures you saw were taken from the region, and then if you look at the caliber of people that came around, you see that there is a lot that we have to, inspire ourselves with.
Right.
Yeah.
But you love it. How long have you been women's organizer?
Actually, I started from the constituency level. I was an executive member. Then from there, I became a deputy regional women's organizer. Then my boss stepped down, so I gave it a try.
And you won.
And I won.
So how would you say that your party prioritizes women's issues in the Upper West region?
Oh, a lot. A lot. Just as is the case everywhere, you see that women, we form the majority. And Upper West region is not different. We have the women and the youth who are so much interested in party politics, especially they have the flair for NDC. If we look at the region, every development in the Upper West region was actually made by the NDC. Sure, right from education, health, water, we have the regional library, we have Jambusi water projects. So every major development in Upper West region was done by the NDC. And so women and children alike, they are so much enthused with the party. And also considering the recent reaffirmation of Prof. Jinana as the running mate, yeah, it has also further boosted their morale. In 2020, Upper West region gave the NDC 67.42%
and what
of
do you
votes.
think? What do you think you'll be given this year?
This year, we are going to multiply it. Why? Because his promise and the general acceptance of the 24-hour economy has actually been, bought by the people.
I see.
Where we have gotten to as a country, I think if we can all be sincere with ourselves, we can attest to the fact that we have gone far back. And the only way to rescue the country is to take our destinies into our own hands. IMF, we have spoiled there. Every part of the economy have been destroyed by the current administration led by the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, and then Bawumia.
And the elections cannot be won without women. So how are you mobilizing the women of the Upper West region?
We are doing a lot of outreaches. We are using female reproductive health topics to bring them together. You see, where we have reached, actually everybody is sick. Financially, you cannot access health because the health insurance is not working. And then the economy has become so hard that emotionally, socially, every aspect. And so we keep on encouraging them to be very careful with their health. And so there are so many topics that we treat, right from how to raise their children, issues with breast cancer screening, cervical cancer. We actually are, you know, encouraging them to take their lifestyle seriously, so that they will exempt themselves from some of these sicknesses that when they occur, it will be very difficult for them to treat.
I didn't hear a 24-hour economy.
I think I said something about it.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I must have missed it.
The promise of His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, and the general acceptance, it is a fact,
of the
24-hour economy.
I see.
Nanda Akufo-Addo, when he was coming, said, Kagana, that yet is the and so a comedian. And so Ghanaians had hope in him, hoping that he has some powers that he would use to unearth whatever sika that the country is sitting on. Unfortunately, he came and it was just a mere promise to get power. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is saying that we have a lot in the country, in as much as a lot has already been destroyed. So going by the 24-hour economy, as I said, I am a teacher. I close by 2 o'clock. When I close from 2 o'clock till the next day, 6:30, that I'm supposed to report to school, what do? I'll be idling. So within that period, there is a lot that I can do, just as is happening in other countries that we know.
Do your students know that you're a politician?
Please, they do.
They do. How do they feel about a madam being in politics? Do they ever talk about it? Do they call you NDC mommy or NDC madam? They must have a pet name for you.
You realize that we are all political beings.
Yes.
Everybody is a politician. You know, we do politics in every aspect of our lives. As a student, trying to lobby your parent to even get something to go to school. It's politics.
It is.
Right? And so now we have gotten to a state that politics is generally accepted. People don't see it to be, you know, that so much unique something.
Yeah.
And so they are aware of, my officers are aware of it. Sometimes when I'm in school, they feel I'm not in school.
Oh,
this time around, we go by the monthly attendance. Yeah. And so I don't miss.
You don't miss.
I don't miss.
We are happy to hear that. And thank you for coming. But before we go, we want to give you a present from our sponsors, Kel Toothpaste. You are aware of the brand? You know it?
Yes, please.
Oh, fantastic. So we have Kel Kits for you, which is for the children. And then we have Kel Charcoal, which is only suitable for anyone above the age of 6 years. That's the one with the activated charcoal in it. But we want to say that we are grateful you came, and then also wish you the very best as you mobilize you know, the women of the Upper West region for your party.
Thank you very much for the package. Actually, when I walked in, a lot of your staff admired my smoke. When I was coming from my region, I thought of either smoke or something else. And I said, no, it appears though the smoke is made from our region, but it is kind of everywhere now. And so let me bring you something different. That here you also have, but I understand you experience a lot of adulteration. And so I came with some granite paste. You can use as here in cotton coin.
Me, mommy, bossy, I love it. I love it. Yes. Please put it here so that I can put my hand on it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is so thoughtful of you.
I'm humbled.
Yeah, that's why you are a headmistress. Yes. That's why, because you are thinking about everybody. Thank you so much. But say something to, this is your camera, say something to the people of the Upper West region.
Upper West, Demi, you jing mangwache. Mbachi Cheng because my headmistress, Mbie Cheng because my NDC, Regional Women's Organizer. Ajing lamanya opportunity awaji Cheng. Mampana yekaya barkaya gaja, ani jieni yentiema atata. Tija ban yen kate Upper West Region NDC Yungla Party Timbang. te baba party jaka NDC na mana yeka na sohe yen ka te limited registration mpo ne timbeni te jamo ayi abo biri ni adam be vote abaja to yi ato register so that ka vote in ware wata te to nyen neba jama apa te puom ka te to mo aturu vote a NDC ko wana so that toro na ja NPP and the thing wa emapo ne se jan ban yen kaka NDC na ana wa dieting te na balen alabar pa po ne ja ambi upper west region te tonso ho ne tintona atiera a NDC party ne te na mora atona mwinjin te boabo ne men na nyakote ka te ja nya lafie ka NDC wa wana 7th December.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Women to Watch in Politics as we enter deep politics season in Ghana. Remember, the PL show is brought to you by the Kel toothpaste brands, Kel 360, Kel Charcoal, and Kel Kids. I'll tell you a little bit about Kel Kids. If you have children between the ages of 2 and 6 years old, and then now but mostly a toothpaste no toothpaste na no yet din dodo. Into no woman to me infant you almost say she wom. But I will talk Kel Kids toothpaste na and no na strawberry flavor. A bema man sing who be fita. I feel so in carbonic engine woman. Remember, say it's for children between the ages of 2 and 6 years old. It's FDA approved and you can rely on this quality. We are so grateful that you could join us here on the Kel Toothpaste PL show. My name is Keminni Amanor. Be sure to be here next week because you never know who is coming your way. Another phenomenal lady doing amazing things wherever she is will be here with us. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.